What is going on? Welcome to Greggles TV. Today's video is all about the TP Link BE5000. You can get it in a 1-pack, a 2-pack, a 3-pack, outdoor. This is a 2-pack, currently under 200 bucks for Wi-Fi 7 mesh router. Does it live up to the Wi-Fi 7 moniker and speed? Let's check it out. But first, let's do an unboxing. So this specific router can go up to 2.5 gigabits on an internet port. You get up to 5 gigabits per second Wi-Fi speed. You get 4,600 feet of whole home coverage, and you can connect up to 150 devices. Now here's what the mesh system looks like. They are both exactly the same on here. You're gonna end up getting the same ports on here as well. So what you end up getting is power on the left side of both, and then you get 2 ports on here as well as a WPS button on there. So if you need multiple ports, this only comes with 2 each. If you're using this as your main part of the mesh system, you'll plug in the internet to one, and then the other one would be whatever you want, and then this would just have 2 extra ports. You can plug whatever you want. Here's a closer look at the power brick that comes with these. You get 2 of these, plugs in right there, and then you'll just plug the other end into your wall. It does come with an Ethernet cable here, not very long, and you'll use this to plug in your internet directly into your TP Link BE5000. You don't have to use this if you've already got an Ethernet cable, but it does come with one. It also comes with this handy dandy quick installation guide to walk you through setting it up, but pretty much these things are self-explanatory. You download the app on your phone and you go from there. So let's get to the installation next. Now installation, super easy. You just go through the steps of setting it up through the app on your phone. It'll take 5 or 10 minutes. You shouldn't have any issues. Now, we did run into an issue or two in terms of like getting the connection right, but it's super, once you just like turn it on and off and go through the process again, it'll go through, but you shouldn't, most people probably won't have an issue with setup. It's really straightforward. Now I'm next to the node, not the main router, and the speeds that I'm getting are between 175 and 300 for download, and upload speeds are better. Upload speeds are basically from 270 all the way up to 350. But just to know, my internet speed is 2 gigabits up, 2 gigabits down. So I'm definitely not getting anywhere close to that. Now, I know with other routers that I've had personally, I can get much better speeds than that with not next to the main router, but those other nodes. So it looks like when you're not near the main node and you're next to one of the other nodes, you're gonna end up getting speeds that aren't particularly amazing, not anywhere close to potentially what you're getting and paying for with your internet speeds. And that probably comes off based off with the price that we're paying at under 200 bucks for a Wi-Fi 7 mesh router. Now, next to the router, like literally right next to it, you're getting speeds that, or you should get speeds that are really consistent with what you're basically paying for, especially if you're paying for those upper echelon of speeds. We're getting 1.2 gigs on the download and up to 1.6 gigs on the upload. So speeds are going to be very good, very close to what you pay. If you're getting, most people probably don't even have a gigabit up and down. They probably have 500 or less. This would be great for that. But anything a gig or more, you're looking at losing a little bit of your value, especially on some of those other nodes. Next, we'll show some streaming video that it plays perfectly fine here. We're at 1080p. I will switch this to 2160 and absolutely no problems. I'm on Wi-Fi, and you can see you're gonna have no problems with streaming. Everything loads up really, really quickly and fast. This is even in HDR. Is it 2160 like I mentioned? Yeah, so it's even 2160. This is like one of the highest bit rates you can stream at, especially on YouTube. Looks beautiful. You're gonna have no problems at all when you're streaming videos, doing things like that. I'll even just choose another random video here. Let's go here with these beautiful creatures. Make sure we're at the highest setting, 1440p. Switch that to 2160. Again, it's seamless. So, you're not going to, even though you might not be getting upper echelon speeds of, if you have 1 gig or 2 gig or 3 gig or whatever your internet speed is at, potentially, you can get at that. Definitely, 500 and below is perfectly fine. So no problems with loading videos up and getting them to stream quickly, though. That's really good speeds. Another thing that is not the greatest about this whole setup is that you only get your 2 Ethernet ports. Now, if on the main one, you're only going to have one because one's going to be taken up by connecting the internet to it. And then the other one, it only has 2. So if you need multiple Ethernet ports, you're going to have to get some kind of adapter to use that. But ultimately, it is a bit of a turnoff. But the nice thing is that these are pretty small. They're not tall. They don't take up a lot of space. So you can kind of hide them away. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. Now I'm outdoors at this point. The download speeds are between 154 and 180. Upload speeds dropped a lot. Those went in below 50. So they're sitting in the 40 ranges, which totally still usable when I'm outdoors. You know, am I going to be able to download things super, super quick? Yes, kind of no. But ultimately, you'll still be able to use it. I'm about, 80 feet away, or maybe not 80, I'm about 60 feet away from the secondary node and about 100 feet away from the main node. And again, still totally usable. So the price is absolutely amazing, under $200 for a Wi-Fi 7 mesh network. But just know, like I said, you're going to lose some of those speeds on the other nodes or as you go further away from the main node. And that's true of any mesh network. But this one, I think since it doesn't have this big tall node or antennas that can be used to strengthen the speed and reliability of your network, your speeds are going to drop for sure. This is a great mesh network, I think, for folks that either have pretty small homes, even though it says 4,600 square feet of range, and it does live up to that moniker. Those speeds drastically drop the further you get away, like drastically, especially if you're at a point where you're having speeds that are 1 gig or above that you're paying for. I would personally use this more for people that have 1 gig or below and have a smaller house. I think this will be a much better fit for you. So I'll link it down below. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys down the road. Peace.